Hey guys, so welcome to another series of Unity 3D. In this video, we'll be going through a basic tutorial on augmented reality. So in this video, it'll be just a simple video where we'll bring up an object into an augmented reality environment. So I have opened up a project with me here using a Unity 3D template. So in the hierarchy window, I've input 3 items, one the directional light. And then for this AR project, we need 2 of these items, which are the AR session, which will control the input, and then the AR session origin, which will control where is the 0, 0, 0 point of all the axes. So in the assets folder, I have imported our company logo, the T Robotics logo here, and then we will bring that up into the augmented reality environment. So let's get to it. So in here, this is a PNG image. I have removed the white background and placed the logo in the alpha channel. So it will be a transparent background. So in here, I have checked the alpha is transparent to make sure that the background is transparent. If I untick this, it will make the background black. So yeah, so we have to check the alpha is transparent and click apply. So before we put the texture into the scene view here, we must create a material. So here I will right click in the assets manager. So I will create a material, and over here make sure that the shader is unlit and transparent, and then we can drag the texture into the new material. So click the material, press F2, and I will rename this T Robotics. So so we have a material ready for deployment. So to input the materials in the scene view, let's go to the hierarchy and create a 3D object, and we'll just create a object called a quad. So quad is basically a simple plane, rectangle. Okay, let's just press a W. Okay, I might have accidentally renamed the quad. Let's just rename it. So this is the front view, and then we need another one. Control D, duplicate, and let's rename this as back view, the back. Okay, and then let's rescale this into an appropriate size. So in here, a 1, 1, and 1 in all the direction. This here, this one here, this 1 unit is equivalent to 1 meter in the augmented reality environment. So let's just decrease that, make a rectangle by scaling it in the Y and Z. So that's maybe 0.5. Okay, let's just disable the back first and see the front, and then let's keep the Z into 0.2 maybe. Wait, Z is there? Okay, so my bad. So 0.2. Okay, let's try that the other way around. So 500 by 200. Oops. So 500 cm by 200 cm. Okay, and then let's reactivate the back. 0.5 by 0.2. Alright. Afterwards, we can drag this material into the quad object in the scene view. So there we go. That's how we apply the material into the object. Okay, let's lift this up a little bit and apply the second material to the back view. So why the reason why I created 2 views is because it will only show on one direction. So if I rotate to the back here, we can't see the logo. So that's why we need to make two views. So let's position these two objects at the same elevation. So it's in under Y, maybe 0.2 for the front and 0.2 for the back. And let's centralize these two objects to 0 in the X and Z direction. Okay. And then for the back one, let's rotate this to 180 degrees to any direction. So over here, negative 180. All right. So we have two views. And to make sure that these two objects don't collide, let's just move them in the Z direction just by a little bit. 0.1. Oops, that's too much. 0.01. And then the back, maybe 0.01. Okay. That should be okay. Okay, there's nothing colliding, so that's good. Okay, so we can upload this straight into our Android device, but it would be boring because there's no animation. So to do that, I actually prepared a script here, a simple script to make this logo rotate when we initialize it using AR. So in here, let's just go over to the program. So in here, we have imported the three common use for augmented reality. We have the systems and the Unity engine. So under the class here, we define the speed of its rotation, and then in the void update, we will transform rotate the objects in respect to time, and then multiplied by its speed, and then we initialize a new vector3 object in the script, and it will rotate in the up axis, which is the Y axis. It will rotate around the Y axis. So afterwards, before we upload this, let's plug in our phone. Okay, so I have my phone plugged in, and ensure that you have the developer option on and enable USB debugging. Okay, so we have the build setting here. So over here, let's add our scene here in the scene in build, and then we should be in the Android platform. If you are not in the Android platform, click the Android button and then switch device. Okay, let's go over to the player settings. So in the player settings, there are some key aspects that you need to change, and should be in the other settings. So in the other settings, make sure that the color space we are using is the linear, and then please disable the auto graphics API, and the graphics API that we are going to use is the OpenGL ES3. And these are the basic settings that I'll be using that works for me. And then ensure that the minimum API level for your device is Android 7.0 Nougat and an API level of 24. And then the scripting background, make sure to change it to IL2 CPP, and then the net 4.x. Okay. And then the target architecture should be an ARM64, and click apply. And make sure that in the XR plugin management, do tick the AR core box here. Okay. If all is done, you can close this window, and then make sure that the device you're running is the Samsung is your device that you have connected to. Make sure it appears here in the run device, and if that is all, you can click build and run. Okay, let's just call this T Robotics logo, T Robotics demo. Let's click save. Okay, it's getting ready soon. Let's just go back to our Unity scene. Okay, it's running right now. So as you can see, there's nothing appearing on our screen right now because currently the camera is at the 0, 0 position. So now let's just take a step back. Okay, let me just unplug my phone, and then let's take a step back and see the logo. Okay, so recording saved. So apparently, I forgot to include the script on the object. That's why apparently it didn't rotate. So let's just do that, and let's upload the program again. Okay, so I just have to click and drag the script into these two objects here, and let's test it out by clicking play. The video might crash. Okay, so it's working. Okay, maybe it's still colliding. So let's have the Z, maybe a 0.05. Oops, okay, that's too much. 0. Okay, this much. Like 0.01. Okay, so back 0.01. Okay, so let's try again. Okay, sorry. Okay, let's upload it. Okay, so let's build and run again with the same name. Okay, let's just bring up where is the okay, prepare for build. Yeah. Okay, let's deploy. Okay. Okay, so it's recording right now. Okay, so it finally rotates. Okay, okay, so that is it for the video. If you enjoyed the video, do leave a thumbs up and comment on the comment section down below. Thank you. Bye bye.